This is not a paid promotion for Flip or Fastway, but I like them anyway. I was putting one on a trailer for a buddy, but we needed a way to hold the trailer still so that it didn't move and ruin the new jack. And then you got to go all the way up and all the way down. So that's a little bit of cranking, but gives you some time to think. Did I put the tire chocks in? So what are tire chocks and why do I need them for my trailer? If a trailer moves while the jack's down, it can do a lot of damage to the trailer tongue where the jack mounts, but it can also damage the jack. So if you want to have nice things, you got to take care of them. And if you want to have like a nice flip foot and not have to haul a big old block of wood in the bed of your truck, then you need to be able to make those wheels hold still. So the owner of this trailer has a broken back. He broke it in a motorcycle accident. And I want to give him some tire chocks that are really easy to set. So this is what I came up with. They're drilled at a balance, and then I've got climbing rope on it, and then it's set up such that I got a bright colored tire chalk, so if you lose it out the trailer or the truck, it's easy to spot yours. Of course I did primer underneath of it. But when you put this in there, it locks it from going either direction really simply. What I've got set in mind is that the rope comes out the top of it, and that way you can hook it with your foot, lean against the trailer, and be able to grab it out like that. It's wood, so it's lightweight. Another advantage to using the rope is that if you forget your tire chocks in there, for one, you can see the bright colored rope in your mirror, but the other advantage is if you run it over, you're not going to hurt the rope. It'll smush it into the block and you'll be fine. And again, it's always up off the ground because it comes out the top, so that it's easy to do this. I like it. I think it's a good system. Let me show you a close-up. So I used a 1/2-inch paddle bit through the top, and then I used a larger bit. I think it was 1.5 inches on the back side. You can see I just tied a knot in the rope there, and then just tied a loop here. So between the two of them, it sits nice and flush. You're not going to damage that. It's not going to pull out, and because it's a different diameter. And then when I painted it anywhere that it's cracked, I just spent a little bit more time with the primer to seal that up. Most of the time this trailer's on the beach and the salt and everything. I didn't do much more than just primer the bottom, but anyway, I think it's sharp looking and I think it works really well. By way of detail, you can see that there's some rattle room here. If there's a rock or any imperfection of the ground, it can cause this to not fit in there and then you don't have a tire chock. It's better to have a little bit of play and have the trailer move, what is that, 1 inch or so, rather than have it not fit and not be able to employ it. So that's something to bear in mind when you make yours. I made mine kind of match the angle of the tire on a Swanson Speed Square. That's at about the 18 on the hip valley scale. Let me show you. So if you look at this, you can see the 18 where it says hip val. So if you get this so that it's parallel and slide it in there to where it intersects across the top here, it hits about 18, maybe just a little above 18. But that's how I get that same angle as the tire. Now of course, if your tire size is smaller, your angle is going to be less. So the tires used in this case are a 225/75 R15. So for example, if you're running some smaller tires, you'd have a smaller number. You'd have something closer to 10 or 12 or 16 rather than 18. If you have a nice big fat juicy tire, you know, for like a heavy duty trailer with 7,000 pound axles, 18's your number.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click like and subscribe.